3, 2, 1. Let it rip! Let's go, Quetzalcoatl! Yo, what's up guys? Surma11 here. Today I will be reviewing the anime series known as Beyblade Metal Fury. So in Japan, it's known as Beyblade Metal Fight 4D due to the new types of Beyblades used this season. This is also the third season of the popular anime series. But really, I'm just saying it's popular because I assume from all the stuff that it has, we have a fourth season coming up and a fifth one coming up. I don't really know how you would categorize it, but after Metal Fury, there's Shogun Steel, which is coming to America, and that already aired in Japan, and then they're adding on to Shogun Steel because they're not done with that series. So if you're watching this and you haven't seen the first and second seasons, what's wrong with you? Anyways, the first season sets up the story and the main characters. The main characters are going against a dark organization, and they're literally called the Dark Organization in this anime. So the second season is a huge tournament which covers the whole season. In the third season, this one I'm talking about now, the characters are kind of separated in power levels. And what I mean by that is a star fragment fell from the sky, it split up, and it entered the base of specific people. In my opinion, it definitely separates the bladers. There's only 10 legendary bladers, and anyone who isn't is kind of automatically considered weak. It's disappointing because some of my favorite characters, or just some of the characters from previous seasons who were really hyped up to be strong, are weaker now. The story is basically about Jenga and his friends looking for these legendary bladers to unite against an incoming threat. But we also have an organization trying to help this incoming threat, and they're trying to gather the legendary bladers for an evil cause, and it's an okay story for I guess you could say for a kids anime. So if you haven't noticed, this season is shorter. In Japan, the episodes were 15 minutes long. The series was actually 52 episodes, which I think is the normal length, but they were all short episodes. Why did they do this? I literally don't know why, but I have one theory. Maybe it was to make room for another 15-minute anime so they could air both of those within the half hour. Either way, this was a mistake. They missed out on fleshing out the series even more because they did a great job for 15 minutes. In the United States, the episodes were combined together with a season of 39 episodes. This Beyblade series is great, and frankly, I look forward to this series way more than Pokemon every Saturday morning. It's something that can go on for years without getting boring. I'll admit that Pokemon was enjoyable for this season, but Beyblade is still better. Or this region, I would say region for Pokemon. They kind of switched it up for Pokemon, this region, but Beyblade's still better. Like, I really did like the story. I'm also hoping they'll dub the movie for the series, because this series has a movie that hasn't been dubbed yet. I'm not really sure where it falls in with each season, but I think it falls in with the second season. I'm not sure on that one. So, if you've watched my previous videos giving my thoughts on the series, I said that after a point, the battles became bad. I would say the epic battles are back in this series, but not completely. Some of the battles are great and others aren't. While talking about Season 2, Beyblade Metal Masters, I was saying how I wanted the characters from Season 1 to return. It's kind of clear now that those characters aren't really important, yet the ones in Season 2 are important. I don't know what happened there, but apparently they just kind of said screw the characters from Season 1. But this season, I keep saying series, it even feels like the first season because the main group is back together for parts of the season. They even fleshed out the characters too. I won't say all of them, but for example, Kiyoya, he has somewhat of a struggle in the series, and a conversation he has with a certain character is great. All I'm going to say is watch episode 19. Episode 19, that was awesome. Very good stuff. Plus, there are new characters. Well, the new characters are great. Some of my favorite new characters include King, Bao, and Aguma. If they had gone with a 30-minute episode, I think they would have been able to flesh out the characters even more and flesh out the story even more. And you know, like if a character has a problem such as Kyoya, they wouldn't get rid of it in a few episodes. They could have it last for a few episodes. So I'm not gonna talk too much about that because I don't want to give it away. But just like the last video, I had to bring this up. Special moves. What the heck? Did the characters just forget they had these? They used the heck out of their special moves in Season 1. It's like they don't want the characters using them. I won't spoil anything, but some characters literally started using their special moves towards the end of the series, and it made a difference in the battle. And I'm like, they gained an advantage. And I'm just thinking, oh, you think? Herp de derp? Like, it seems like they're trying to nerf the characters, or they just screwed up somewhere. Without the special moves, the anime is just spinning tops slamming into each other. And seriously, I can do that in my room right now. It's boring. So my final thoughts. This series of Beyblade has it's great story-wise, and it makes the battles better. Characters are nerfed to make others powerful due to the Star Fragment plot. The character development is definitely there. There's no question about that. They haven't fixed all my problems with the series, but it's good enough. Beyblade Metal Fury earns an 8 out of 10. There's a movie that I hope will be dubbed in English eventually. There's a series after this as well, which has been dubbed in English as Beyblade Shogun Steel. Look for it later in 2013. Just remember, guys, this may be one of those animes that's made for children, but I think all ages can enjoy it if they gave it a chance. This is kind of a random thing, but some of the characters sound really weird when they're introduced, but their voices get better later on. I'm not too sure if this is for the Japanese version too, but I know in the English dub, like when characters like King are introduced, they don't sound right. Or what's another character? Chris, yeah. Sad puppies always bark the loudest. That's a great quote, and when you see it, I think you'll enjoy it too. So later, guys.